Look at Jett Lawrence here. Oh my God, that's so sick. Here's another angle of it, and we'll break it down, okay? This was the coolest thing that I saw the entire night because for one, you have this super slippery blue groove, and Jett is able to just, and he's going to sit down, seat bounce, throw that front wheel incredibly high, then blip the throttle, boom, and point it directly towards the downside of the landing of the triple. Watch him here, okay? Sits down. He is super far back on the bike, so he's not sitting in the middle of the motorcycle or the front of the motorcycle. He is in the rear. So, no pun intended, but, here's a picture of... Anyway, I digress yet again. What is he doing? He is sitting down. He is compressing that rear suspension just enough to make it to where he can pop up and just blip the throttle. Boom. And do you notice how it jumps off? Okay, everyone gets super scared when this happens because they think as soon as they have the front wheel just like this, it's almost like a case. You can't end up going higher. You end up just crashing down. That's not how it works. If you blip the throttle when the front wheel is that high, you're literally going to jump off of something. So you're going to end up getting more airtime, which is perfect because he doesn't think he can just triple over it, but it's just more in controlled. So watch the distance between his rear wheel and the lip of the middle takeoff. Okay, what is going to happen here? We will see. And he jumps off of it and gains some more airtime. Beautifully well executed. Okay, here's another look at it. Then blip, just bounces over it. And the next thing Jett does is, I got to zoom in for this so that you guys can see, he's actually going to hip thrust that ass end around, a lot like how Ryan Villopoto used to ride the motorcycle way on the back. Okay, so this was another just poetry in motion where he comes around here and he is weighting the outside peg. Okay, so he's got the majority of his weight on actually the inside, okay, and that is weighting that outside, and he's going to have the ass end swing around so that that motorcycle just completely comes around and he can slingshot out. So pay attention to the ass end of the motorcycle here. Lands, just completely swings that sucker around, gets on the gas from the very beginning, slides around, and then accelerates out. Wow. And this is one of the reasons as to why he was so fast and nobody could touch him. Here is a triple, and then he was the only rider to jump off this tabletop and quad into the corner, but then watch the next corner. It wasn't so much the quad that was as impressive as just the cornering. Okay, it's not as noticeable there as it is at the beginning of this corner where he really pushes that motorcycle around. But here, triple, quad, we're slowing it down. Boom, same technique where he is pushing that motorcycle to the outside, getting on the gas from literally the get-go, and he's just hauling ass all the way around to then slingshot out. Where a lot of the other guys, they are not accelerating until right around here. Jett is freaking on the gas from here. Okay, there's a decent 2 to 3 feet that he is on the gas where the other riders are not, which makes it so impressive. And that's why he was able to be around a second or so faster than everybody, even though most of the people were doing the same lap times as Jett. And this was... all the riders were doing this, but I find it just something that I got to point out, okay? So we've got 2 areas of this triple, and all the riders end up going off the much lower end to stay lower. Jett's even scrubbing off of it, but normally you would think riders would be coming off the middle of it. No, they're coming off the low point, which if you have a track and the jumps are made like this, and if you have room, you definitely want to jump off the side, not directly, because you're just going to get more airtime if you're in the middle. So something that you might take to your local track to see if you can get on here. Maybe there's a tire usually here, but the tough blocks are way outside. They're way over here. You can't even see them on the picture here. but they're using 100% of the track in here. We'll just slow it down. Oh, there he goes. Something that I thought that I should just point out to you guys in here. Again, coming into the whoops here, what is he doing? Okay, he's pivoting that ass end around just briefly, not as much. Okay, his corner speed is by far bigger than everyone else. And the next thing is his whoop speed here on that stock motorcycle. What is he doing? And when I zoom in here, we've got 1 whoop, 2 whoop, 3 whoop, 4 whoop, and those are the most messed up whoops you can see. But he's literally going to come off the first one and hit the second one and continue on. So if I was just to draw some whoops, right? Okay, and here's his motorcycle. He's wheeling. What happens after he ends up hitting the third one? Okay, he's not hitting the second one. He's literally wheeling. Okay, here's the dirt bike. Here's the crappy dirt bike. Have some smoke here. That third one is going to land on top. It's going to bring the ass end up. So then we literally have Jett just hauling butt right on top. And hopefully you guys enjoy my little Jett Lawrence here as he just hauls ass across the whoops. He's hitting the third one. So that was a lot, you know. Hopefully you guys enjoy that. But here, let's watch this. Boom. Okay, you see it. Comes off the first one, wheelies, and then that motorcycle instantly stays flat, and he's able to just do. A lot of the other riders were making sure they were hitting every single whoop, not Jett. Another reason why he was just a few tenths faster than everybody through the whoops. Here's another look at it. Okay. Second whoop. He's missing this one. Boom. Wheel taps off of that. Front wheel instantly drops down and is landing on this guy. Not this guy. Everyone was trying to hit that one to hit everyone. It's safer to hit every whoop, but not the fastest. Sometimes you'll see guys even miss 1 or 2 whoops, but these ones are pretty big, but then he just stays level. Boom, boom, boom. And at the end, he's got so much speed that he's able to then jump over the last one because he doesn't need to. And the other thing that he's doing is he's here, right? And I believe right when he jumps here, he shifts up just another gear. So if he's coming around the corner in second, he lifts third. Boom, right there. And the thing his brother was doing differently was he was doubling, tripling, and then triple, and he's out. That looks pretty fast if you're able to do it, right? The first technique is, in fact, faster, but the second technique definitely helps with fatigue. And I give it up to his brother because his brother, I believe, was concussed this entire time. So a solid second ride by his brother in that second moto. And one of the other things that I saw both the Lawrence brothers do is across the start, there was a big gnarly triple and they soaked it up. Okay. Here, look at their bodies. Okay. They totally BMX into this triple here. Oh, boom. Soak it up. Okay. Hard to see here, but as soon as they come off that lip, they bring the motorcycle to them. Look at that. Look at how far back he is on the back of the motorcycle. And let's watch his brother. What does his brother do? Same thing. Okay, just completely soaks it up because they're going fast enough to the point where if they hit this triple, that motorcycle is going to want to endo on them. But instead, by them going back on the motorcycle and bringing the seat to them, they completely soak it up. I guess it negates this rear wheel trying to throw them over the bars. Okay, let's watch it. Watch it in real time. Boom. And then he straightens back out. Another thing on how they're just going so fast is a lot of guys braked to set up for this because they wanted to come off with power. These guys attack it, coast into it, and then just soak it up. And I want to give the last shout out to Matt Moss because he's a retired old guy that is putting it to the Lawrence brothers here. Pretty much getting both hole shots. And if you watched my track analysis video, I was wondering who's going to bust out this quad. And watch Mossy on the Kawasaki here. Triple. Then boom. Quads into the corner. And was able to lead a few laps. So give it up to Matt Moss, the old guy, bringing it to the Lawrence brothers. And yeah, he's not super old. He's in his 30s. But for somebody that has gone through a lot in his career. It's cool to see him getting some recognition. But this is Johnny Hopper. Till next time, keep WFO. Bra-da-da-da-da-da. Bonus, I want to know what you guys think about these catch nets. They are a great idea, and in AMA Supercross, they're quite a bit taller. So this is a great idea. However, this badminton net is too small, and it made things worse. Let me know down below.